Alright, welcome back guys. Today's episode is gonna be me fixing the steps for my truck. They came apart after a little incident with the car, got hit and ripped out everything. I'm gonna show you guys. This is the old hardware. This was the knots that hold this bracket so I can hook on and put in the step. But these, I will show you guys in a little bit. These were ripped out, and this is inside the body by pressure. Does not stay inside the actual metal. I don't know what they're called, but I will put a link in the description if you want to get them from Amazon. These will be from Amazon, the original ones. I ended up going to Ace Hardware and I got new ones. They're a little bigger since the hole is expanded. So I got these instead of these. So you guys can see there's just a little bit like a hairline bigger than those. To be able to do those, to be able to install them, you're going to need the actual knot that goes into the bed, the tool that makes it contract so it can grip on through the inside, plus a screw that can fit in, and you will put this inside the hole and then this one in front of it, and then you put this one in and you tie it, and this right here will contract and touch the lip so it can hold the weight of the step and it doesn't move. I'm going to show you guys from the inside. You guys know the only tools that you're going to need: the hammer, if you need to hit the holes back inside, if they will pull out. If not, if your holes are fine and you just need to put in these knots in there, all you will need is a wrench, small little wrench, and an impact drill or a torque wrench. Not an expert, so I'm just going to use an impact drill because I don't have a torque wrench. I do have a breaker bar, but I'd rather use this. It works fine. I already installed one, which I'm going to show you guys in a second, and then I will show you guys how I do the rest. Bear with me, and I'll show you guys in just a second. Before I show you, I'm going to show you this is the ones that need to go on, and this is the step. So now I'm going to go underneath. I'm going to show you guys. Hopefully you guys can get a good look. Give me just a second so I can get some light up in here. Alright, hopefully you guys can get a better look. This is the one I already installed. As you guys can see, they were a little out. So I'm gonna see. I'll show you guys this ones. They squish over. As you guys can see, they're very out. Let me get the light a little bit closer so I can get a better view. See, the holes became so much bigger, so I'm gonna have to hit them back. Same thing with the one over here. As you can see, I'm trying to use a light so you guys can get a good look. I will be replacing all of these bolts. I'm going to try to make sure you guys can get a good view, and then we'll go from there. Alright, here we go. Now we're doing the last one, and then after we do these two, we'll finish up the front that I did. That is one left. So now we just gotta hit it. Just test them out. Perfect. It's a little hard since you don't have a lot of space to work with. So take your time and don't rush so you don't break stuff more than what already is. If you had the problems I have. Alright, now next one. And as I keep telling you guys, this is not going to be perfect. I am not a mechanic. This is for illustration purposes. If you have the same problem as me, you can see how easy I'm fixing it, even though it's not perfect, but I will do the trick. Alright, now time to tighten them up.
And that's not good. Great. All right. Yeah, make sure you get a strong screw to replace the one that does the work. I got a cheap one, so that's what happens when you go the cheap route. This is why I will put the links for the Amazon ones, which is the original ones, and they should work a lot better. Alright guys, so now you're gonna put this like this and this one up in here. You can start it by hand or go straight with the impact drill. Make sure you keep it aligned with the body, and don't forget your pliers. Maybe you're gonna hold it, then you use your hand or impact drill. Goes one. Now you, and it should be good. Now you're gonna do that for the rest of them, for each one of them. And I know they're not gonna be perfect, but I just want this to be able to hold. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic, I'm not an expert at this. Do this on your own risk. Okay, now we got 3 out of 6, and we'll move on to the next one. Alright guys, so now we're gonna do this side, the last one. Once again, I'm gonna show you guys. You put it in. Hopefully you don't have to hit it. If your hole lets you make it without hitting it. Now we're gonna start up everything by hand. This is the last hole we gotta do, so then we'll start mounting everything. There you go. Make sure it's nice and flush. If I can get you guys a better look, a better view. There you go. And there you guys have it. Hopefully they'll be nice and strong to hold what we need. Now I'm gonna start this one up. I'm gonna put the first bracket, and we'll work our way down. So literally this right here, let's hit it so you guys can see it's pop. I'll make it flush a little bit. That should do it. Now this right here should be where you're gonna hook it on. So there's a little tab right here, hooks on into this hole, and these ones right here are the ones for the screws. It's very simple. You gotta take that one out a little bit. easy, guys. And there you guys have it. There will be one. And these screws I'm only gonna do just a little bit. I'm not gonna tie them all the way. Just enough to mount the step, and we go from there. It's the same size bit. Sorry guys. Sorry about that. Just close enough to hold it. Now let's do the middle one. Let's take you guys out of here and bring you guys over here. I think you guys got a good angle. And on this one, we'll only be putting one. Then we have to pull this out a little bit. And make sure it can grab on. And there we go. See, as you guys do it, it's just pretty much will level out himself. So you don't have to make sure it's completely crazy. This plate is stronger than this, so when you use an impact drill, it kind of pulls and it makes it flatter. Alright, so move on to the next one. The next one will get both. Well, actually, since we're already here, the one that I got at the hardware store is the one that I'm going to install here, because for now, since I lost the other one, it's somewhere around my property, so I don't want to have to go crazy looking for it right now. I guess that will not work. So very hot, guys. So for now we'll leave it with one. I want the right side and the front and back side to be more stable. Those are the ones that matter the most. So give me 1 second, guys, because I'm trying to work as I go with you guys, so you guys can see the whole process as best as possible. Okay, I think you guys got a good angle there. Yep, that's good. I have to probably pull this one out just a little bit. There you go. I'm gonna put these in. And after this, I can start working on the bottom ones for the step. I don't know if you guys are able to see. enough for me. That one is not attached. And I could have used it, but now it's trapped in there, so that's alright. Alright, so now let's move on to the steps. Here you guys have it. That's one, that's the middle one, and that's the front. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on putting the step on and screwing everything back on. Alright, so I'm going to take all these screws out. And here we go. Very simple to put these in, nothing complicated. Once you do the ones inside, everything else goes very nice and smooth.
There you guys have it.
Alright guys, thank you again for watching. Hopefully this was helpful for those people who are trying to figure this out. It took me about 2 weeks to get a solution and be able to find the hardware locally. I will put the link for the Amazon for the actual ones, which are cheaper than the ones that I got. For the set, I will put the link from Amazon, and then I will put the link for the ones that I got from Ace Hardware Store. This way, if you want to get them really fast and then do it that way, you'll have to pay a little more money, but it's worth it. I mean, it does the job. I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to have to order them, and I wanted to make sure I can see and try one at a time. Once again, thank you. Please share, subscribe, leave some comments if you want me to answer some questions. I will get to you as fast as I can. I'm usually pretty good at answering people's questions. Once again, thank you for watching. This is Jose, Jack of all trades, and I see you guys in the next episode.